Guys, we're sitting here at interview, and they just asked if they could give me a pillow, a booster seat, because I'm not high enough.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of dance moms where drama and friendship often collide. If you're a fan of the show, then you're probably familiar with the tension that often arises among the cast members. One particular topic that has been making waves recently is the alleged fake friendship between Maddie Ziegler and Kendall Vertes. But here's the twist. Kenzie Ziegler steps in to defend her and her sister's choice not to attend the Dance Moms reunion. Buckle up, because we're about to unravel the captivating story behind Maddie, Kendall, and Kenzie's bond, as well as the controversies that have surrounded them. So grab your popcorn and get ready for a wild ride in the world of Dance Moms. In the captivating world of reality television, where drama and rivalries often take center stage, the friendships formed among cast members can become subjects of scrutiny and speculation. One such friendship that has attracted attention is the bond between Maddie Ziegler and Kendall Vertes, two prominent dancers from the hit show Dance Moms. Critics and fans alike have questioned the authenticity of their friendship, suggesting that it may be nothing more than a facade for the cameras. So over on Reddit, somebody was saying that Kendall and Maddie's relationship was a fake friendship, so that's what we're going to talk about first. And what they said was, now that we're older, we can all admit that Maddie and Kendall's bond was literally forced by Jill because she wanted Kendall to be in Maddie's position with Abby. In season 6, Jill is kissing the F out of Melissa's arse, and that's because she finally realized that Maddie was bigger than Abby, and she'd get clout from being close to them, whether it was from Abby or from anyone who was interested in working with Maddie. Between seasons 4 to 6, it went from, paraphrasing, Kendall wants to be number one, Maddie was already number one, now it's her time, to no one can take Maddie's spot, she's the whole team. Now, don't get me wrong, I 100% believe that they actually were close and loved each other like sisters. Doesn't mean it didn't take extra work to get them to that point. It also explains why Kendall is so flip-floppy about the situation. First, it's Maddie thinks she's too good. Then out of nowhere, she posts pictures of them at Paige's party saying nothing has changed. And you know what? She's right. She's still using her mom's tactics, which is using the Ziegler's friendship for her own benefit. Kendall knows if she publicly falls out with Maddie out of all of the cast members, she's risking a lot of backlash, and it's not guaranteed that the fans will be on her side. She's literally the only OG that needs to be around other OGs for relevancy throughout the fandom. So that's what one user said, with people saying Jill clearly was milking it because it made Kendall look better in Jill's odd mind, so it wasn't the most meaningful/genuine relationship. I feel bad that Maddie gets used like this, but she's a very smart person and distances herself from trouble. Somebody else chimed in saying literally everyone on the show kept saying Kendall is Maddie's best friend, except for Maddie herself. Another user chimes in saying, notice how when Kalani came in, Maddie and Kalani were close and Kendall was left by the wayside? With somebody else saying, because Kalani was older and more mature. Now let's talk about who was and was not invited. Do you think that it should have just been the OGs that were invited? Like literally Maddie, Kenzie, Paige, Brooke, Chloe, and Nia, and maybe Vivi? Or do you think that they should have included cast members like Kendall and Kalani and Bryn and people that came in later seasons? Do you think that Abby Lee Miller should be there? Do you think that Gianna should have been invited? On Reddit, one user on Reddit said about the upcoming reunion, I think it's important to clarify whether the upcoming reunion is for the original cast or not, to avoid any potential drama like what happened with the Irreplaceables tour, which excluded Cameron and Camille. They need to market this reunion carefully. By being specific about who's involved, they can prevent the cast members who joined in later seasons from feeling excluded whenever the reunion comes out. And I totally agree, because there are huge stars that came out of this show that weren't invited to the reunion. None of the minis were invited to the reunion. So I just feel like who was who should and shouldn't have been invited to the reunion. Somebody in the comments says, I know it was probably miscommunication or something, but leaving Cameron out of the tour was so mean. She was on that team. Somebody else says, from what I remember, they didn't bother to invite Cameron at all, and none of them informed her about it, and she found out on social media that they were going on tour. Then I found this post over on Reddit that was talking about so many different opinions on the Dance Moms reunion that I just had to share it with you guys and get your opinion. So this is what they said. Here are some of my thoughts and opinions about the reunion / Paige's birthday party. Number 1. I'm annoyed at the fact that people are bashing the Zieglers for not wanting to be at the reunion. Do they forget that they were also mistreated by Abby regardless if Melissa and Maddie were her favorite? Yes, they weren't treated as badly as the others, but are we forgetting how mean she was to Kenzie? Poor Kenzie, she was just a little girl being exposed to everything on the show, and people have the audacity to say that they were overreacting and don't understand why they don't want to be on the show. Number 2. Not gonna lie, I feel like Abby would probably sue some or one of the girls when the reunion is released just because this is Abby we are talking about and that she's obviously not on the show. Most likely, the reunion will go more in detail about what happened since they are all grown up, and Abby wouldn't like that. Number 3, Kendall was so wrong for what she did because it's like she was literally at Paige's party with Maddie. Does Kendall not realize that her mom is so close with Melissa? Kendall was paired with Maddie for a lot of duets, and then she's going to like a comment about Maddie that's basically dissing her? That's so messed up, but I'm not surprised because this is Kendall K we are talking about. And number 4, honestly, I'm surprised that Chloe is in the reunion because of how badly she was treated on the show, but I'm glad she's doing better for herself. So that's what this user had to say on Reddit, but I'm curious, do you think that Abby is going to literally rage about this reunion? I'm surprised that she's been so tight-lipped so far and hasn't had just the most to say. And also, what do you guys think? Do you think that Kendall and Maddie are legitimately friends, or what do you think about this shading going on social media? However, amidst the rumors and gossip, there is one voice that rises above the noise, that of Kenzie Ziegler, Maddie's younger sister. Kenzie, a talented dancer in her own right, has repeatedly come forward to defend her sister and their choice not to attend the Dance Moms reunion in 2023. As she speaks out, she sheds light on the complexities of friendship, loyalty, and the challenges that come with being in the spotlight. But that brings us to our last topic of today's video, which is actually Kenzie herself feeling like she needed to go online and defend herself again over why her and Maddie aren't attending the reunion. So this is what Kenzie had to say over on TikTok. Let me just make everything clear for everyone. We love the girls, and we know where we came from. We also love everyone that has supported us throughout the years. But to be honest, we didn't feel like being back in that environment when it happened years ago. So that's it. That's all Mackenzie had to say, and I think that that's all that she really needs to say. But what do you think? Is it weird that Maddie hasn't said anything yet? Do you feel like the girls should have attended the show, or do you think that they are totally justified in leaving that chapter in the past? Do you think that Kendall and Maddie are real friends? I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. It is important to understand that Dance Moms, although a reality show, often fabricates storylines and scenarios to create entertainment value. While the emotions and conflicts portrayed on screen may be real, they are often exaggerated or manipulated for the sake of captivating the audience. This is a reality that all cast members must navigate. As viewers, we must remember that these young dancers are not only performers, but also individuals with their own lives, dreams, and aspirations. Behind the scenes, away from the cameras, friendships are formed and nurtured based on genuine connections and shared experiences. The bond between Maddie and Kendall, though put under scrutiny, should not be dismissed as completely artificial. Kenzie Ziegler's defense of her sister and their choice to abstain from the Dance Moms reunion speaks volumes about the intricacies of the situation. It is essential to respect their decision and recognize the personal reasons behind it. The pressures of being in the public eye, the impact on their mental health, and the need for privacy are all valid factors that influence those choices. In conclusion, the friendship between Maddie Ziegler and Kendall Vertes on Dance Moms may be subject to speculation, but it is crucial to approach the topic with empathy and understanding. Kenzie Ziegler's voice standing up for her sister and their family reminds us that the bonds we witness on screen are layered with complexities behind what meets the eye. Let us respect their decisions and appreciate the challenges they face as they navigate the beautiful but sometimes harsh world of reality television. But I think that is it from me for today's video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Kendall and Maddie are real friends? Do you think that this is all a little overdramatic, or do you think that they've got a point? And what do you think about Kenzie speaking up or feeling like she needs to speak up again to defend her and Maddie's choice not to attend the reunion? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.